Hello everyone, I am Amulya, Assistant Professor in Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Sai Vidya Institute of Technology. In today's session, I'll be teaching the renewable energy resource. In that, I'll be doing the presentation on a Model 5, that is the sea wave energy and also the ocean thermal energy conversion. So, firstly, I'm going to cover the topic of the sea wave energy. So wave is nothing but, or the ocean waves, it is basically a clean and renewable source of energy with a tremendous worldwide potential of generating electricity. So as you all know that 70% of the earth is fully covered with the ocean. If we utilize this wave energy for the generation of electricity means we can meet up all our electricity requirement with the ocean wave energy itself. If you fully utilize the wave energy, 40% of the world power demand could be supplied by this resource. So the energy generated by this wave energy is almost equivalent to 800 nuclear power plants. So that much the wave energies are having the potential for generation of electricity. So how does the waves are created, or how does the waves are formed? Since you know that sun is the major resource for all the renewable energy. It may be the wind, it may be the water energy, it's all comes from the sun only. So same way for the waves also, sun or the solar is the major source. Since you know that uneven heating of the earth's surface, it creates a wind. So when this wind it blows over the water surface, that is going to create the waves. So we can define the wave, or the how the wave is created means it is the differential warming of the earth causes the pressure differences in the atmosphere which generates the wind. So when this wind move across the surface of the open bodies of the water, they are going to transfer some energy to the water and it is going to create the waves. So this is how the waves are generated in the ocean. So there are few other factors are there related to the waves, that is the speed of the waves, how faster the wind is blowing along the ocean surface, so that much bigger the waves are generated in the ocean. Similarly, the time of the wave. So how long or how much duration the waves are generated in the ocean. Similarly, the distance, how farther the wind travels along the waves. So these are the major factors we can consider in the wave. Then what is a wave power, or what is a wave energy? So wave power is the transport of energy by the ocean waves and capture of that energy to do useful work. So basically we can call conversion of a wave energy into electricity. So this is what we call it as a wave power or wave energy. So wave energy, the same thing as I told you. Basically, the wave it is having the kinetic and potential energy will be there. So kinetic is nothing but motional energy, and the potential is nothing but stored energy. So this forms of energy is transferred into the waves, and that energy we are going to convert into electricity. So this is what we call it as a wave energy, conversion of the kinetic energy into electricity. That is the wave energy. So coming to the advantages of the wave energy, since you know that this is a renewable energy, so this is completely available at a free of cost, so that we need not to purchase the resource for its utilization. So that is the major advantage. Next is it is environmentally friendly because it is not causing any pollution comparatively the fossil fuel or the non-renewable resources are doing, like the coal resource, petrol, diesel. So it is not creating any harmful byproducts to the atmosphere. So completely it is environmental friendly. Next, this energy is free, so no fuel is needed, no wastage is produced. So, as I told you, renewable are inexhaustible energy. Even if you use it continuously, also the resources will not exhaust. So, this is completely free of energy. So, no expensive to operate for and maintenance. Since these resources does not require a huge investment for harnessing of the wave energy and converting that into electricity with a minimum cost or minimum expense, we can have electricity generation with this wave energy. And the last one is it can produce a great deal of energy. So as you have seen in the beginning of this slide, harnessing of the electricity by using a wave energy is equivalent to the electricity produced by the nuclear power plant, 800 nuclear power plant it is. So that much energy the wave is having. So these are the some of the advantages of wave energy. Next, coming to the disadvantages of the wave energy, suitable to certain locations. So you know that the waves or the oceans are located only in the coastal areas, and all the coastal areas are not completely suitable for generation of electricity using the waves. So we need to locate a particular site for installation of the plant for harnessing of the wave energy. So only the selected or the suitable locations are needed for installation of the plant. The another drawback of this is the effect on marine ecosystem. So obviously we are creating the unbalance to the ecosystem due to the installation of the plant. So this is going to affect the animal life inside the ocean. Another one is it depends on the waves. So how much intensity the waves are generated, whether it is sufficient for converting into electricity, that is major important thing here. So that is one so considered to be disadvantage. If all these parameters are not considered before the installation means it will be reducing the economy of installation. Needs a suitable site where the waves are consistently strong. And the last one is must be able to withstand a very rough weather, because you know that the intensity of the waves it won't be the same all the days in a year. Depending upon the weather condition and also the change in the climatic condition, the waves are increases. So all this worst situation also the wave energy plants are need to be withstand. So this is all considered to be some of the disadvantages of the wave energy. So next, seeing the potential of the wave energy worldwide. So you can just see that few countries where they are harnessing the wave energy in full fledged and they are meeting up the electricity requirement. Few of the countries are listed out here: USA, North and South America, Western Europe, Japan, and South Africa, Australia, and New Zealand. So these are the few countries where they are harnessing the wave energy for electricity generation. So you can just see the data here. Almost the total power generated with this wave energy worldwide is assumed to be 2 terawatt. So this much amount of electricity we are generating with the help of the wave energy. So next, looking at the wave energy availability in the worldwide. So the details, most of the countries, that is North Atlantic, has the highest potential. Similarly, the development along the European coast also it has been made for harnessing of the wave energy. It is estimated to generate 30 gigawatt to 80 gigawatt in the UK itself. And worldwide, we have a electricity generation of 2 terawatt by using this wave energy concept. So next, moving on to the development of wave energy. So these are all the leading countries we are using the wave technology for generation of electricity. Then coming to the wave potential along Indian coastal region, you can just observe here. These are the few places where we have a wave energy plants are installed, and this is the percentage of the wave power generation or the energy generation by using the wave energy. So in the Madras, Vishakhapatnam, Calcutta, Cochin, Mumbai, Cape Comorin, these are the few places in India where we have the wave power plants are there, and you can just see the how much the wave power, that is the electricity generated by using these plants in various locations. So you can see during the non-monsoon season and also in the monsoon season, you can just look at the difference in the power generation. So especially in the monsoon season, where the intensity of the wind blowing will be more, so that more electricity we can generate it. Next, the harnessing techniques. So harnessing is basically conversion of the wave energy into electricity. So for this conversion process, we require a few techniques or the devices that will going to capture the wave energy and convert that into electricity. So you know that the wave, it is having the kinetic energy, that is energy in motion. So this kinetic energy is utilized and converting that into electricity. So for doing this, we are using some of the devices, and these devices are installed in the various locations. So that we are going to see here, harnessing techniques. So I told you there are three types of locations where we are going to prefer the installation of the wave energy. The first one is offshore location, that is, it deals with the swell energy not breaking the waves. So in the offshore location, that is on the land surface, we are going to, in the over the water surface, we are going to prefer the wave energy. It will be like a floating type. Next is near shore, where there is a maximum wave amplitude are present. In that location, that is near to the shorelines, we are going to install. Next is embedded device, that is in the onshore and as well as the offshore. In both near to that only, we are going to install the device built into a shoreline to receive the breaking wave, but the energy loss is occurred while the wave is breaking. So these are the three locations where we prefer to install the wave energy plants. So based upon that, we are going to have a few devices here. So this is the offshore waves energy. So this is of a floating type device. It is freely floating over the waves or the ocean. Depending upon the waves approaching the device will going to float so that it captures the kinetic and converting that into electricity. And this is the near shore and also the embedded system. So this is how the devices are look like, installation of the plants are look like. So now based on these three locations, we are going to consider the various types of wave energy technologies or wave harnessing technologies. So you can just look at the devices here. First, coming to the onshore device, one is the oscillating water column. We also call it as OWC. So this is the device installed on the shorelines. Next is the TAPCHAN, that is a tapered channel. So this is also we can prefer in the onshore or in the embedded location, we can prefer this. Next is the pendular device. And next, coming to the near shore, the wave dragon system is the one device which is installed in the near shore location. And coming to the floating devices, that is in the offshore location, the power buoyant, PLMS, or we can also call it as attenuator. Next is the Archimedes, the wave swing, and the last one is Bristol cylinder. So these are the few types of the wave harnessing technology. So in the next video, I'll be discussing each and every device and its working. Thank you.